Hello, my friends. Welcome back to Bible Explorer channel, where we tell Bible stories in the most colorful way ever.
Hello, explorers. Today we are stepping back into the most beautiful place ever created, the Garden of Eden. Try to imagine it. Every color was brighter, every fruit tasted sweeter, and there was no such thing as a mosquito or a storm. It was absolutely perfect. In this glorious paradise lived Adam and Eve, the first man and woman. They had nothing to worry about. They spent their days laughing, exploring winding paths, and playing with all the animals. Even the lions and bears were friendly. But the best part was their friendship with God. Every evening when the air cooled down, God would walk right there in the garden and talk with them. Imagine talking to the creator of the whole world, just like a best friend. God gave them everything, but he did have one simple request. He pointed to one special tree, let's call it the thinking tree, and told them, "You are free to eat from every single tree in the garden, 1,000 times a day if you want to, except this one." God explained, "The moment you eat this fruit, something inside you will change. You will know sadness and fear, so please promise me, do not touch it." Adam and Eve loved God, so they promised. They thought, why would we ever disobey someone who gives us so much? Days turned to weeks and weeks turned to months. Adam and Eve were busy and happy, keeping their promise. But one day, Eve was walking near that special tree when a creature came up to her. It was a snake, and he looked awfully clever. The sneaky snake did something unexpected. He spoke. He hissed, "Eve, did God really tell you that you would die if you ate that fruit? Isn't that silly?" Eve looked at the fruit. It was so shiny, so perfect, so inviting. The snake continued, "God knows that if you eat it, your eyes will open and you will be just as smart as him. He doesn't want you to be that wise." This was the snake's big lie. He made God seem mean, like he was hiding something good from them. Eve started to think, maybe the snake is right. Maybe God doesn't trust me. I want to be wise. She forgot all the good things God had given her. The promise was broken. Eve reached out her hand and took the forbidden fruit. Snip! She ate it. And the moment she did, she didn't feel smarter. She felt scared. She rushed to Adam, who was nearby. Instead of saying, "No, we promised God," Adam made the same mistake. He ate the fruit too. Chomp! Instantly, the perfect joy left them. They felt ashamed and guilty. They knew they had done wrong. When they heard God walking in the garden, they didn't run to him. They ran away from him. They tried to hide. God called out gently, "Adam, where are you?" God knew, but he wanted them to confess. They finally came out, eyes downcast, pointing fingers. Adam blamed Eve, and Eve blamed the snake. Because they chose to disobey, they lost their perfect home. They had to leave the beautiful Garden of Eden. Their mistake brought sadness into the world, but even as they left, God still loved them, and he already had a plan to save them. What an important story about listening and taking responsibility. Next time, we find out what happens when Adam and Eve's sons, Cain and Abel, fight. Don't
Hit that
miss
subscribe
the jealousy
button and
monster.
give us a like.
Hit that subscribe
See you
button
next time,
and give us a like.
explorers.
See you next time,
Hit
explorers.
that subscribe button and give us a like. See you next time, explorers.